Hi guys, Kaze here. Welcome back. We're back with Office Lovers with Haruyuki, Mr. Otori, whichever you want to call him. As you guys can see, you can also move the mic around a little, or the cam. So hopefully this works. Let me know how it is. It's probably going to be like a whole week's worth of videos that look like this. Let me know how that goes after this video. So yeah, let me know how this looks. If you like it better, if you don't like it, and all that good stuff. So anyway, we're on with our extras, not our sequels, well, sort of sequels, extras, because we're going to do the sequel, the date snare, in the gallery. So let's get going. So I'm kind of used to just looking this way, and I have to remember to turn now. All right, let's see. Sequel. Epilogue. The best but worst happiness. Okay, that sounds like a problem. How long had it been since I started working as a secretary and the scandal happened? How long had it been since Haruyuki confessed to me? On one hand, it felt like yesterday, but on the other, it felt like ages ago. What's wrong? Nothing. The ring necklace that Haruyuki gave to me dangled around my neck. A similar necklace that I gave to him glittered as it hung around his neck. It's rare to see you staring into space like that. Is something on your mind? Just thinking about the past. I had changed so much, I couldn't even imagine what I was like back then. That's nice, but how about you come back to the present and think about me instead? He gently caressed my cheek. Seeing his usual charismatic smile put my heart at ease. Right, I need to concentrate and get this work done before anything else. True, it's a shame work gets in the way. Looking a bit defeated, he slowly walked back to his own desk. Man, I'm sick of working. It's not something a CEO should be saying, you know? I'd rather spend the whole year flirting with you instead. You really think that? Of course. Well, assuming you did, how would you earn money then? What are you going to eat? How are you going to pay off the bills? You're no fun at all. I'm not the one who thought up a silly idea in the first place. All I wanted to do was show how much I wanted to spend time with you. You should have said that from the start. Nothing would make me happier. Oh, I didn't hear such embarrassing lines from you that often. I'm just telling the truth. I only felt embarrassed once he pointed it out. Despite how embarrassing it felt, it really did make you feel good to get your feelings across. It was one of the things I'd learned from him. Oh yeah, I need to know something. Is there a break coming up in my schedule? I think it was Sunday. I opened up my notebook to check his schedule. I'm off the whole day, right? I'm sure of it. I have to be. He seemed pretty excited to be getting a day off. It looks empty to me. Thank goodness. For some reason, he looked particularly relieved to hear it. There's something important I need to ask you. Okay. What's that look for? Every time you say something important, it never is. That hurts. How can you be so mean when someone's asking you on a date? Huh? Date? You've been so busy lately, but I haven't had the opportunity to invite you on one. That's true. It's been quite some time since we last met outside of work. But maybe because of that, the sound of going on a date seemed terribly exciting. What do you think? Of course, I'd love to. Great, that's a relief. I've got all these plans worked out. What plans? It's a secret. You have to wait and see. That sounds fun too. Huh? Did you just say two? No, I didn't. No, not in the slightest, right? You didn't say a word. I need to be more careful with what I said. I didn't want them to know how excited I was. I swear you did. You're full of it. Anyway, let's get this work out of the way. You can't fool me. It's so cute how you change the subject. Shut up. For the next few days, life continued as usual, being harassed by Haruyuki at work. Eventually, the weekend rolled around, bringing our date with it. Wait, you said it's been a long time. Did we spend a whole year together? Because it's Christmas again. Looks like I came too early. I arrived at where I was supposed to meet Haruyuki, but he wasn't there. I looked at the time and saw I had gotten there 20 minutes early. I hope he comes soon. Then again, waiting staunchly was one of the things that make dates fun. Hey, did you wait long? Haruyuki showed up, flashing his bright smile. Not really. I planned to get here early, but I guess you beat me to it. I got so astonished I just couldn't sit at home and wait any longer. Little did he know how much earlier I'd actually arrived at. Actually, I felt the same way. What? You get astonished? I would never have thought that. Of course I do, especially today. I guess everyone gets nervous before dates, no matter who they are. Probably. He took my hand and placed it on his chest. Uh-huh. Can you feel it? My heart is pounding. I couldn't feel a thing through his clothes, but that wasn't what concerned me. Let go! It was the eyes of onlookers that worried me. I can't. You're too beautiful to let go. All right. Enough of the teasing. Right. We only have so much time. Better not waste it. He began to walk away, still holding on to my hand. You're not going to let go? No, we're lovers. Holding hands is normal. I know, but the warmth of his hand went through mine and into my heart. We walked down the city streets hand in hand. After seeing the movie Haruyuki had been talking about for a long time, we started walking again. That was good. I enjoyed that movie. It's been so long since I saw a good one. Why am I so silent? Are you mad at me? I'm not mad, just during the whole movie you wouldn't stop touching me. I couldn't concentrate. Well, don't you kind of want to when it's all dark in there? Not a bit. Oh, come on, we're lovers, so you can't keep using that as an excuse every time. They said everything, didn't it? Fine, I'm sorry. I might have gone a little too far. You don't have to apologize. I'm used to how you behave, so I'm not mad. So then why... I'm not mad. I'm disappointed. Ouch. Is that like past mad? I've already given up on getting mad at you. Though, to be honest, I was a little thankful. Him choosing to watch a love story was totally unexpected for me. But again, thanks to the movie, I couldn't stop thinking about him the entire time. Hey, wait, I've got to take this. He pulled the phone out of his pocket and walked a little distance away. I stood there by myself and waited for him to finish his call. What the hell is that? Ugh, come on. A few moments later, I heard him yelling in an angry voice on the phone. When he came back, he was visibly disturbed. What happened? Well, it looks like I'm going to have to stop by the office. Huh? The office? Isn't it your day off? By all means, it's supposed to be. His face shriveled into a dejected, worn expression. It's something that has to be taken care of urgently. Oh, well, it happens. I'm so sorry. I can't believe this happened when we finally got to go out together. Don't worry about it. Sorry. Don't be. You don't get it. Huh? I know what your job is like better than anyone else. That's why I'm not angry at all. Maybe a bit sad, though. Sakiko. Let's go. The faster we get it done, the faster we can get back to our date. You're coming too? Of course. I'm your secretary. But you should be off today. So should you, but you aren't. Besides, I'd rather be with you than at home alone. Wow, the things you say these days surprise me. It's all thanks to you. So you're coming with me? Yeah, I'm sure I am. He hailed a taxi so we could get to work quickly. If only work didn't get in the way. He muttered something under his breath, but I couldn't hear it clearly. Did you say something? No. Anyway, let's find out that work and get out of here as fast as we can. Okay. We headed off towards the office. Once we arrived at the building, we headed straight into his office. After gathering and looking over some necessary documents, he started making calls. We were so busy it felt like a blur. There was no time for rest for even a second. It's all done. By the time we had finished, it had already become quite dark outside. Good work. You too. Looks like it's already late. You're right. I'll put on some tea. Thanks. He flopped back in his chair, looking completely exhausted. Once you're done with that, come relax. I'd love to. I placed his cup of tea on his desk and sat down on the sofa. Mm, delicious. Your tea is always the best. Thanks. I can't believe it. He looked tired and angry. If it wasn't such an important customer, I'd have made someone else handle it. It happens. I know, but I'm coming over. He walked over and sat down next to me. I thought I'd be spending the whole day flirting with you. But our day off came to an end before we even knew it. Yeah. With his arm around my shoulder, he pulled me close and kissed me. I closed my eyes and let the feelings spread through me. I felt a little sad, but the kiss filled me with joy. Mr. Tori. Work is over and there's no one here. You should know better than to call me that. Haruyuki. Do you want to have some fun? There you go again. He ran his fingers through my hair. I've been holding back ever since the restaurant. I can't anymore. You do it even if I say no. You know me well. Then it's just a typical day. True, I actually wanted to do a lot more, though. Like what? What do you think of the movie? Some of the parts were too embarrassing to even look at. Do you think they were happy? I wonder. What was he trying to say? Movies like that make you feel that marriage is the best thing a man can ever do, right? Kind of. He did marry her at the end of the story. Oh. He suddenly went silent and made no signs of wanting to say any more. What's wrong? Has anyone ever told you how dense you are? Not that I remember, except maybe for now. So, what do you think after hearing all that? We're talking about the movie still, right? Oh well, I figured you would notice eventually, but what can you do? What in the world are you going on about? I'm talking about this. He put his hands behind my head to take off my ring necklace. What are you doing? He took the ring off the necklace and took a hold of my hand. Don't move. He slowly slid the ring onto my ring finger. What's going on? I put a ring onto the ring of my left hand could mean only one thing. I was so surprised, confused, I couldn't even speak. Sakiko Tsukade. He put his hand firmly on my shoulders and looked me into my eyes. Yes? My voice squeaked with anticipation. Will you marry me? His face was more serious than I had ever seen it before. He really did want to marry me. Yes, I will. Thank you, Sakiko. I love you. Yeah. There was no way to stop the stream of tears that suddenly came. Is it safe to say those are happy tears? Of course. He gently helped me wipe away the tears rolling down my cheek. It makes me happy, too, to see you so happy. He pulled me into a tight embrace. I was so happy I had to kiss him. He gladly accepted it. I want you. I want all of you. Put his hands on my clothes. Okay, I think we know where this is going. Go ahead. I entrusted myself to him completely. You're awfully honest today. Because I want to feel you too. Your heart, your emotions, your everything. His arm wrapped around me tighter than ever. I felt his warmth. I wanted to feel more. I wanted to feel him longer, deeper. Ooh, this is different. His hand felt hot against my bare skin. Hair burning up. I could feel myself heated up with his every touch. That's your fault. So every time I touch you, you become a little happier. It was close to the truth. His touch made my heart race. My entire body felt flush. That's a nice moment. I guess you aren't fighting against it today. I can't stop myself when you do it to me. That makes me happy. Haruyuki. You're beautiful. More so today because of how honest you are. I want to see you too. Alright, I'm yours. I want you to know everything about me, inside and out. When I came to, I was snuggled up in Haruyuki's arms. I got up to check the time and saw it was already a new day. We're almost never at work this late. Being alone with him at this hour was rarer yet. I looked at my side to see Haruyuki sleeping soundly beside me. I should let him sleep a little bit longer. He deserved the rest since our long-away day off turned into even more work. I'm sure he was way more tired than I was. When I stroked his head with my hand, I noticed the ring on my finger. I still can't believe he proposed to me. My face turned red just thinking about it. At the time, I had been too overjoyed to feel embarrassed. You're up? He sat up and stretched. Sorry, did I wake you up? No, I got it myself. Guess what? He leaned towards me for a kiss. Good morning kiss. Can't forget that. Silly. What do you think we should do? It's probably better if we went home. Yeah, do you want to stay with me? At your place? My place. You're my future wife, so our place. Future wife. Do you remember what I said at the press conference? You asked me that before. What? You don't remember, and yet you gave me this? Crazy. He brought out the ring necklace I had given to him as a present. I said I was dating you in hopes of marrying you someday. I gave you that ring necklace so that someday it would come true, so I wouldn't forget. I never knew. Anyway. Whoa. Oh, hang on. Screenshot. He grabbed onto me by the shoulders and brought his face right up to mine. I like seeing your reaction, so I'll ask you once again. What? The only reason I had ever met Haruyuki was because of his scheme. This was the same man who tricked me, and now I loved him more than anyone else. Sakiko Tsukaide, I love you. Will you marry me? This time I could answer without hesitation. My feelings for him were unmistakable. I will. I love you too. We met in the worst possible way, but it didn't matter because it was the best possible ending. If I was with him, I didn't fear anything. If we had each other, we would overcome anything and be smiling in the end. Oh, that was cute. That was so very cute. I liked it. What do you guys think? Anyway, we're going to go on to the date scenario and see how that goes. So let's get going. Vacation planning? What kind of date is this? It was a typical day and the project was progressing well. My work was going just fine too. That is, until... Excuse me, Mr. Otori? I went to Mr. Otori's office to talk about work. What? However, he seemed busy staring at the papers spread out on his desk. His face concerned me. He looked like he was worrying about something. He put his head into his hands as if stressed out. I decided it'd be better not to disturb him when he was like this. Reaching for the doorknob, I was just about to head back into the office. Huh? Sakiko, when did you come in? He called my name right before I slipped away. Sorry, I was going to say something to you, but... No worries, it's my fault for not noticing. No, I'm sorry for coming when you're so busy. I glanced at the papers on his desk. Oh, these? This is for work, but it's not really. Huh? Which is it? Come, take a look. He flicked his finger, beckoning me. Okay. What? Why are you just standing there? I had a bad feeling about it, and my legs didn't want to move. You're going to do something to me, aren't you? No, of course I'm not. Why are you blushing? That's why you said before, until you jumped up and hugged me. Yeah, but you were just so adorable then. I really won't do anything this time. For real. I want to get your opinion on this, too. Fine. I approached him cautiously. Huh? What's that for? He had a map of the world spread out on his desk. What is this map for? It's something I've been thinking about. He studied the map with an intense gaze. Are you planning on opening an overseas branch? Huh? Aren't you thinking of expanding into another country? Why else would you have a map? Well, you see... It must be tough to be a CEO. Are you going to make products that match local demand? It was hard to tell what he was thinking, but it was obviously something to do with the company. Sorry to burst your bubble, but... Oh, sorry. It must be confidential information. No, you aren't listening. I have no plans to open up branches in other countries. Huh? And I'm thinking of eventually making products for overseas, but not right now. What? Really? I was sure for sure that's what you were doing here. Apparently, I have been completely wrong. I felt so embarrassed. Then what are you doing so intent on this map? Actually, it's a secret, but I'll tell you if you promise not to tell anyone. Okay? Come close. I have to be quiet. I lean towards him, putting my ear right next to his mouth. It's like, yes? Chomp. Startled, I reflectively shoved him away as hard as I could. He fell back on his butt to the ground with a thud. Ow! What was that for? That's my line. Well, you put it right in front of me, so I couldn't help it. He looked at me with a smile, not seeming the least bit sorry for me. I'm leaving. Goodbye. No, wait. I really do have something to talk to you about. He scrambled off the ground and pulled on my arm. You should have started off with that. Man, you're no fun. Do you want me to leave? No, sorry. What I really want to talk to you about is an employee trip. Trip? That's right, trip. What does that have to do with the world map? I was thinking about doing it overseas. I shook my head and sighed. What was that for? Nothing. The fact he was trying to decide where to go using only a map was unbelievably naive. How is that map helping? You know, looking at it makes you feel like you're actually there. I bet you're the only one that thinks that. What? If you close your eyes after seeing the map, it doesn't give you the sense you're there? Why would it? It's not like you're looking at a photo album or a postcard or anything. You just have a bad imagination. No, I think yours is just plain crazy. Though, that might be one of the reasons he did so well as a CEO. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. Why do you need my help? I wanted to ask where you think we should go. Why an overseas trip anyway? The business is doing well lately, so I wanted to reward the employees somehow. What better way than to take them on a trip to another country? I guess so. I think everyone would love it. My problem is picking a place everyone will enjoy. So that's where I come in. Exactly. What do you think? I'd never been overseas, so my opinion was of limited value. Sorry, I can't really give any suggestions. Don't think about it so hard. Pick one like you're choosing off a menu. His words were in sharp contrast to how much he seemed to be worrying about it earlier. I've never been anywhere, so I don't think I'm of any help. I see. Why don't you ask someone else? Then I'll ask at the next meeting. That sounds good. I'll schedule some extra time to talk about it. Thanks. I relayed the new meeting time to the other members. For some reason, I thought that was the end of the whole date, and I'm like, that was the best date ever. I actually thought that was the end of the day, and I'm like, really? That's it? That was the crappiest date ever. Guess not. I relayed the new meeting times to the other members. Then, in preparation for the meeting, I gathered some information about places to go. Aw, I'm so thorough. I should make something for the most likely candidates. Selecting the places I thought someone would mention, I started pulling something together. First would be Hawaii and Guam. Seoul might come up too. What are you looking up? Oh, just a little something for me. I promised Mr. Otori to keep it a secret from everyone else. Hawaii and Guam? Are you thinking about a honeymoon or something? No, this is... I'm joking, silly. Unless there's a secret wedding I don't know about. No way. I wondered why she brought up the idea of a honeymoon all of a sudden. Then again, I guess the destinations I was looking up were top honeymoon choices too. If you hear those places, I guess that's what comes to mind, huh? What? Oh, nothing. Would I be so lucky enough to go on a honeymoon someday? My eyes closed and I dazed off as I tried to picture it. I slammed my head on my desk with a thud. Are you okay? I'm fine. What was Mr. Tori doing in my fantasy? I wasn't even thinking about him. He was just there, beside me. Hey, there's a meeting coming up. Do you want to walk there together? Sure. quickly gathered my things to get ready. Are you sick? Your face is all red. Don't worry about it. Come on, let's go. I briskly walked out of the office before he could ask any more questions. We arrived at the meeting room a bit after everyone else. That makes everyone. Shall we get started now? At the meeting, people gave reports and updates about the seasonal cosmetic goods. It went by quickly, finished without a hitch. Is that everyone has for today? Yeah, that was faster than usual. Ben, I guess we can go now. Wait a second. Everyone started getting up from their seats before Mr. Otori shouted out. Is there something you wanted to say? Was there a problem with something? Why are you here, Kentaro? I thought you were only supposed to be here briefly and you're still here. I guess he did such a good job they just hired him, I guess. I don't even know anymore. No, but I wanted to hold a meeting right now. See yourself. It might be boring all by yourself, though. Mr. Hyoga made for the door. Please, wait! I lunged forward and grabbed him by the arm to stop him. What? Just listen to him for a moment. Mr. Otori, I'm sure they will listen if you quit with the jokes. Jeez, you guys are too serious. I'll leave too, you know. No, sorry, I'll be serious from now on. He revealed some sort of paper and stuck it against the wall. Is that a world map? I wonder why he went through the trouble of bringing it. And what I would like to talk to you about is this. It's and what? Mr. Otori flipped over the whiteboard, revealing something written on the other side. Topic, travel destination for employee trip, world edition? The title was so ridiculous that it was funny. Trips will be great. People will get excited just thinking about them. The members didn't seem to share his enthusiasm. For now, take a look at this document I made. I handed everyone a copy. We were thinking of having an employee trip overseas this time and wanted your opinion. I started to explain the situation, trying to rally everyone behind Mr. Otori. So that's what this is about. An overseas trip? That's awesome. I've always wanted to go on one. Am I invited too? Of course. It's going to get expensive if it's overseas, though. It should be fine, depending on where we go. I have plans to keep the costs down. I tried to convince Mr. Kaido while referring to the handout. You sure thought of everything. The world is ours. Where should we go? What's gotten into Mr. Otori? Mahiro whispered to me in a quiet voice. I don't know. I heard that he likes to travel. Really? Yeah, he's sometimes somewhere new whenever he has time off. Now that you mention it, I remember seeing him smiling to himself while reading a travel book. I never knew he liked traveling so much. How is this a date? I'm so confused. How is it a date? So, how about everyone shares what they think? Mr. Otori brought something out and began handing it to everybody. What is this for? It was a small slip of paper. To be fair, we will write the countries down and pick one with the most votes. So I should write where I want to go on this. Correct. Go ahead and write somewhere. Everyone. There were so many countries to pick from that I wonder if we would get more than one vote. Mr. Otori wrote down the names of the selected countries on the whiteboard. What to do? Just as I thought, the results were pretty mixed. What's going on here? Don't you all know Italy is the place to go? Is it okay for you to even say that? It seemed to defeat the purpose of doing this anonymously. I totally fucked that word up. I'm so sorry. Anonymously. What about Guam? It's got all resorts and everything. Nice, maybe, but the food in South Korea is nothing like you've had before. But France is the most famous cosmetics brand. That's more important than food. You're supposed to be having fun vacations. I picked Peru to see the World Heritage Sites. Interesting choices. I thought Okinawa would be good enough, though. You're supposed to pick a foreign country. Everyone continued spouting out the merits of their pick, and had no interest in anyone else's. How about we go with my pick of Italy? You can't just decide for us. He's right. What would be the point of the meeting, then? I see your point. But at this rate, we'll be here forever. So, what can we do? Well, all the countries are interesting for one reason or another. Now can you see why I needed help deciding? Yeah, it's hard to pick just one. We weren't making any progress, so I wrote down everyone's choices on the whiteboard. So there's Guam, which has nice beaches. Where do you want to go, Sakiko? Me? Suddenly I was the center of attention. Uh-oh. Don't make me the tiebreaker. I'm fine with anywhere. Don't think you're getting away with that answer. Oh god, I am the tiebreaker, aren't I? This isn't good. But This will only be fair if Sakiko decides for us. Huh? Why me? Because the only one who hasn't had their opinion is you. Only you will be able to decide without any sort of bias. I see what you're saying, but I looked around and everyone else's eyes were on me. You screwed me. Deciding on a situation like this was easier said than done. And come on, stop glaring at her like that. I didn't mean to. This is how my face always looks. He's the point. I know, I mean everyone else. Do I really have to do this? Come on, haven't you made up your mind yet? It's not that simple. Yeah, she needs time to think. But how about we decide with this? He started writing something on the blackboard side of the whiteboard. What are you doing? And finished. He turned the whiteboard around and revealed some sort of game. You can't be serious. Why not? It's so... I'm against deciding with a game. There has to be a better way. Not rock, paper, scissors. That's for children. How about arm wrestling? Kinda... What? I have a feeling I wouldn't have a chance, so no. How about poker or something? That would take too long. Something faster. And this is perfect. Of all the things, he pulled a dart out of his pocket. The rules are simple. Whatever country she hits is the one we pick. I think I've heard the same line from a movie or something. Where did you get those darts from anyway? Do you want to check my pockets to see if I'm hiding any more? No, thank you. So all I have to do is throw this at the map. I guess that works. Wait, if you do that, there'll be a hole in the wall. It's a small hole. Does it really matter? He ran out of the room and quickly came back holding some cardboard. Help me put the map on this. We attached the map to the side of the cardboard. Good. Now you can go ahead. Okay. I felt so nervous, but all I had to do was throw it without aiming. I flung the dart at the world map as hard as I could. Please don't hit anyone. Please don't hit anybody. The dart made a thud as it struck the wall, missing the map entirely. We stay here! That is it. We decided we're just staying here in Tokyo because we missed the map. It'll be like, that's the solution. Do you remember why I ran out of here to get cardboard? I'm sorry. You're terrible at throwing. He just threw the dart out of the wall and handed it back to me. Stand like this. Hey, watch where you put that, Mr. Otori. He placed his hand on the small of my back to fix my posture. I'm showing you how to throw. Move your legs farther apart. Hold it like this. He tried to imitate him, but my stance was terrible. The feeling of his hand on my back distracted me, making my heart pound. What's wrong? He whispered into my ear. Nothing. His breath brushed against my cheek. He was so close. It felt like we were hugging. I lowered my face in embarrassment, but he lifted my chin back up. No, you have to look at your target. I'm okay now. I don't think so. Look, your stance is all crooked again. He lowered his hand closer to my bottom. Mr. Otori, how long are you going to keep this up? And it's fun to see her react. Sorry, I got carried away. He backed away from me, but my heart was still racing. Come on, throw it already. All right. His words remind me that if I just threw it, this whole fiasco would be over just as quick as that. I readied my arm and tossed it at the map. Nice hit. Where country is it then? Where country? Don't you mean what country? Not where? Why would it be where country? Congratulations! The destination for the trip is Italy. He announced to everyone with a huge smile. What? Really? The others ran towards the map to make sure he wasn't lying. It really is. You hit it so dead on, it seems like this was all set up. So this whole meeting was kind of pointless, wasn't it? I can't help it that landed where I wanted to go. That's the way the cookies crumbles. The process seemed kind of silly to me anyway. That isn't to say I'm not happy about it. Don't look at me. It's just a coincidence that I landed there. You had equal a chance to hit anywhere else. Aren't those odds incredible? I'm not arguing that, but it's fate. It's like we were made for each other. I don't see how that relates to this. Here's a token of my thanks. He leaned towards me and kissed me on the cheek. Huh? It happened so fast it took me a moment until I realized what had happened. The warmth of his lips still lingered on my skin. What are you doing? It's my way of saying thanks. Enjoy it. You're crazy. I'm so jealous. I mean, don't forget your position. You shouldn't act like that. You're all just mad that she chose mine and not yours. I didn't choose anything. That was kind of my fault Italy was picked. I never made my decision on my own. Come on, throw it one more time. Nope, it's already been decided. This meeting is over. With that, the strange yet fun little meeting ended as abruptly as it had started. That was a weird date, but okay, I'll go with it. It's like, what? What is happening? Alright, anyway, we go to the gallery and see what there is to see with Haruyuki. Okay, there. It loaded. I think the offices are pretty much kissing, aren't they? Our first kiss with Mr. Otori. I like calling him Mr. Otori now I think about it. Yeah, they're all kissing except for two. The one where he pushed up against the wall at the hotel. I love that one. What was this? I forgot which ending. It was the normal ending type one. Oh, I have a whole new outfit. Or I think it's a whole new outfit. Could just be hidden. And this was the best ending though. For a minute there, I'm like, that is a really manly hand that I have. That's his hand. He wrapped around. Okay. I was like, something's going on there. Yeah, I guess he has a big ass arm. Alright, and our final one as we look at after proposing. Is there a sheet that was in this office? Or is my blouse loose? I have no idea. But there it is, there it ends, and it was good. Oh, and I mean, I'm going to announce this again in the next video, I believe. For Office Lovers, though, it is going to be a week. Next week, we're not going to have any Office Lover videos. However, I have pulled up the votes, and I'm going to do the recording for this next week as well. Our winner is Mahiro Kunizu. And he is a designer who joined the company at the same time as you, always smiling, but aggressive when it comes to love. He got about 17 votes, I believe. Let me just do a quick recount. 11. I'm sorry. He had 11 votes. I lied. So we're going to be doing him. The chapters don't change, but his gallery is probably different. He only has 6 photos. Out of curiosity, everyone else's photos about the same 6, because now I'm kind of like doubting it with, was it My Secret Pets? The numbers change. So does my Butlers. Their numbers change. I think everyone else's is pretty much the same though. Yeah, it looks like everyone got 6 in this one. I mean, I don't mind if everyone has more pictures or not. It just kind of gives me hope that there's more. But anyway, we'll be doing Mahiro Kunizu. And I love how his head just hit his name. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next videos. Look forward to that. And let's see, what week would that be? I think, oh god, the week of the 25th is when we'll be getting videos again for Office Lovers. And I hope you guys will wait with me until I can get him out. I want to record all of his episodes. So then all I have to do is just editing. And if everything turns out right, which will mean we'll have all normal schedule again. Where it'll be every other day we'll get videos, so we'll get through it a bit faster instead of 2 videos every week. So until then, I'll see you guys later for more Office Lovers. Until then, bye! Kaze out.